Are your hairstyles secretly adding 10 years to your beautiful face? If you're over 60 and still wearing these styles, you might be aging yourself without even realizing it. Here's the painful truth your hairstylist won't tell you. 3 of the hairstyles you're wearing right now are making you look older, tired, and outdated. Today, we're exposing the 7 hairstyles that are stealing your youthful glow, and more importantly, I'm showing you exactly what to wear instead so you can look fresh, radiant, and absolutely stunning. Before we start, if you want more beauty secrets designed just for gorgeous women like you, hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss out. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Hairstyle 1. Extremely long hair past the shoulders. Let's dive straight into hairstyle number 1. Extremely long hair that falls past your shoulders. I know many of you have spent years growing and loving your long hair. But here's what's really happening. When hair gets thinner as we age, and it does for all of us, that long length actually shows every single thin spot. Your once full, beautiful locks are now less so, and unfortunately, it shows. Extremely long hair will make your face look tired and drawn down. Think about it. All that length pulls the eye downward, emphasizing sagging and dragging your entire face down with it. Instead of looking youthful and vibrant, long hair past the shoulders can hide everything beautiful about your face. And here's something most women don't realize. Long hair requires so much more maintenance, styling, and products to keep it looking healthy at our age. When it doesn't look perfectly healthy, it actually adds years instead of taking them away. So what should you do instead? Consider a lob, which is a long bob. This is your best friend. A lob falls right at the neck area or just above the shoulders, and it works absolute magic. It softens the angles that naturally come out in your face with age. It frames your beautiful features instead of hiding them. And the best part? It makes your hair look thicker, fuller, and so much healthier because you're cutting off those thin, damaged ends. If you still want some length, add soft layers around your face. Face framing layers draw attention to your eyes, your cheekbones, and your smile. They create movement, bounce, and life. Picture yourself walking into a room with a gorgeous shoulder-length lob with soft waves. You look polished, elegant, and at least 10 years younger. That's the power of the right length. Hairstyle 2. Too short and too flat. Now let's talk about hairstyle number 2. Hair that's too short and too flat against your head. I understand the appeal. You think it's easy, practical, low maintenance, and safe. But here's the heartbreaking truth. A super short haircut that lies flat against your scalp can actually do the exact opposite of what you want. Instead of making you look fresh and youthful, it makes you look older, more severe, and frankly, a little harsh. When your hair is cut extremely short with no volume, no layers, and no texture, it exposes every line on your face. It draws attention to sagging skin, wrinkles, and thinning hair at the crown. And because there's no softness or movement, your face loses that gentle, feminine frame that makes you look warm and approachable. Think about those super tight, one-length pixie cuts that sit flat on your head. They age you instantly because there's nowhere for your eye to go except straight to your face with nothing to soften it. So what's the solution? Volume, texture, and layers. If you love short hair, and many women do, go for a layered pixie cut with height at the crown. Ask your stylist for choppy, feathered layers that add lift and movement. This creates the illusion of thicker, fuller hair and brings a playful, youthful energy to your entire look. Another gorgeous option is a textured crop with longer pieces on top. The tapered sides keep it modern and fresh, while the volume on top lifts your face and draws the eye upward instead of down. Add some soft, side-swept bangs, and you've got yourself a winning combination that takes years off your appearance. The key here is movement and dimension. Your hair should never sit flat. It should have life, body, and softness that frames your beautiful face in the most flattering way possible. Hairstyle 3. Overly teased and poofy hair. Hairstyle number 3 is overly teased, poofy hair that sits like a helmet on your head. Now, we all remember the glory days of the 80s when big hair ruled everything. Teasing combs, hairspray that could stop a hurricane, and volume that defied gravity. Back then, the higher the hair, the better. But beautiful, here's the honest truth. What worked in 1985 does not work in 2025. When you overly tease your hair and create that stiff, poofy helmet effect, it actually makes you look dated and stuck in the past. All that height on top and width on the sides draws attention to thinning hair, a wider face, and aging skin. Instead of looking glamorous, you end up looking older and, frankly, a little out of touch. That heavy, stiff volume sits on your head like a wig. It doesn't move. It doesn't flow. It just sits there lifeless and aging. And let's not even talk about all those harsh chemicals and backcombing that damage your hair and make it look dry and unhealthy. So what's the better choice? Natural, soft volume at the crown. You still want lift, absolutely. But you want it to look effortless, not forced. Ask your stylist for light layers that create movement and body without the poof. Use a volumizing mousse or root lift spray at the crown, then blow dry with a round brush for gentle, natural lift. Think soft, touchable waves instead of stiff, sprayed curls. Think movement and bounce instead of frozen height. Picture yourself with beautiful, modern volume that frames your face gently and makes your hair look full, healthy, and alive. That's the kind of volume that turns heads for all the right reasons. Hairstyle 4. The same style you've worn for decades. This one is a big one. Wearing the exact same hairstyle you've had for the last 20 or 30 years. I know. You found a style that worked for you back in your 30s or 40s. Maybe it was that perfect shoulder-length cut with layers, or that specific bob your hairdresser nailed once, and you've been showing that same photo ever since. But here's what's happening. Your face has changed. Your hair texture has changed. Your lifestyle has changed. And that old style, it's not serving you anymore. Wearing the same hairstyle decade after decade makes you look stuck in time. It tells the world you stopped caring about staying current, fresh, and relevant. And more importantly, it doesn't flatter the beautiful woman you are today. What looked stunning on you at 35 might actually be aging you at 65. Your hair is thinner now. Your face has different angles. Your skin tone may have shifted. And that old, reliable style just doesn't work with these natural changes. It ends up making you look tired, outdated, and honestly, older than you really are. So what should you do? Update your look for who you are right now. Visit a modern stylist who understands current trends and ask for a fresh take on your style. Maybe it's adding soft, wispy bangs. Maybe it's changing the length by just 2 inches. Maybe it's incorporating face-framing layers that didn't exist in your old cut. The goal is not to chase every trend or get a drastic makeover. It's about evolution, not revolution. Small, modern updates that honor your personal style but bring it into 2025. A slightly different part, some textured ends, softer layers around your face. These tiny tweaks make a massive difference. You'll look current, polished, and like a woman who takes care of herself. Hairstyle 5. Hair with no layers or dimension. Now we're at hairstyle number 5. Hair with absolutely no layers, no dimension, and no movement. Just one flat, blunt length all around. This might surprise you, but one-length hair without any layers is one of the most aging styles you can wear after 60. Why? Because it has zero life. It hangs there flat and lifeless, showing every thin spot and making your hair look even thinner than it actually is. When your hair has no layers and no texture, it drags your entire face downward. There's no lift, no softness, no frame, just heavy, flat hair that emphasizes sagging, tired skin, and makes your face look longer and droopier. And here's the worst part. Blunt, one-length hair actually highlights hair loss and thinning. Because there's no dimension or layering to create the illusion of fullness, every single thin area shows. You end up looking like you have less hair than you actually do. The fix? Layers, layers, layers. But not just any layers. You want strategic face-framing layers that start around your cheekbones and flow down. These layers create movement, dimension, and the beautiful illusion of thick, full, healthy hair. Ask your stylist for soft, feathered layers that add texture without looking choppy. Add some long, sweeping side bangs to soften your forehead and draw attention to your gorgeous eyes. And consider some subtle highlights or lowlights to add even more dimension and depth. When your hair has layers and movement, it catches the light beautifully. It bounces when you walk. It frames your face in the most flattering way possible. And most importantly, it makes you look vibrant, youthful, and absolutely radiant. Hairstyle 6. Heavy, thick, straight across bangs. Hairstyle number 6 is heavy, thick, straight across bangs that sit like a curtain across your forehead. I understand why women love bangs. They hide forehead wrinkles. They cover age spots. They feel safe and practical. But when those bangs are thick, blunt, and straight across, they do more harm than good. Heavy bangs make your face look shorter and wider. They draw a harsh horizontal line right across your face that emphasizes every wrinkle below it. And if you have a rounder or wider face shape, thick bangs only make it look even wider. Straight across bangs also make you look severe, harsh, and frankly older. There's no softness, no femininity, no gentle framing. Just a blunt, heavy wall of hair that ages you instantly. And let's be honest, they require constant trimming and styling to look good, which most of us just don't have time for anymore. But here's the good news. Bangs aren't the enemy. The wrong kind of bangs are. So what should you wear instead? Soft, side-swept bangs that blend beautifully into your layers. These bangs are longer, softer, and wispy. They gently frame your face and cover your forehead without that harsh, heavy line. Another gorgeous option is curtain bangs. These are parted slightly in the middle and sweep to both sides, creating a soft, flattering frame that opens up your face instead of closing it off. They work beautifully with any face shape and add a youthful, romantic touch to your look. The key is softness and movement. Your bangs should blend seamlessly into the rest of your hair, not sit there like a separate piece. They should frame, not hide. And they should enhance your natural beauty, not cover it up. Hairstyle 7. All one color with no dimension. And now we've reached the final hairstyle mistake, number 7. Hair that's all one single, flat color with absolutely no dimension, no highlights, and no depth. This is one of the biggest mistakes women over 60 make. And honestly, it's heartbreaking because it's so easy to fix. When your hair is dyed one solid monochromatic color from root to tip, it looks harsh, unnatural, and incredibly aging. Here's what happens. As we age, our skin naturally loses pigment and becomes lighter and softer in tone. But if you're still dyeing your hair that deep dark brown or jet black you wore in your 30s, it creates a stark, harsh contrast against your lighter skin. That harsh contrast draws attention to every wrinkle, every line, and every age spot on your face. One-color hair also looks flat and lifeless. There's no movement, no light reflection, no natural beauty. It just sits there looking like a wig or a bad dye job. And the worst part, when your roots start growing in, that harsh line between your gray roots and your dark dye is absolutely aging. It screams that you're trying too hard to cover up your age instead of embracing it gracefully. So what's the beautiful alternative? Multidimensional color with highlights, lowlights, and depth. Instead of one flat color, you want a blend of complementary shades that mimic how the sun naturally lightens hair. If you have brown hair, add warm caramel or honey highlights around your face. If you're blonde, incorporate lowlights for depth and dimension. And if you're going gray or silver, embrace it beautifully by blending it with soft highlights that brighten your face. The key is going lighter as you age, not darker. Lighter shades soften your features, brighten your complexion, and make you look fresher and younger. Ask your colorist for balayage or hand-painted highlights that create a natural, sun-kissed look. These techniques blend seamlessly as your hair grows, so you don't have that harsh root line every 4 weeks. And here's a bonus secret. Add face-framing highlights around your hairline and temples. These lighter pieces instantly brighten your face, draw attention to your eyes, and create a soft, flattering glow that takes years off your appearance. Trust me, beautiful, dimensional color is a game changer. Now, before we wrap up, I have a special bonus tip that most women don't know about, and it's going to change everything for you. The secret to looking younger isn't just about avoiding these 7 hairstyles. It's about one simple styling technique that makes any hairstyle look more youthful, and that's adding soft, natural movement and texture. Here's what I mean. Whether you have short hair, medium length, or longer locks, always add some wave, some curl, or some texture. Flat, straight hair without any movement ages you instantly. But soft waves, gentle curls, or tousled texture, that creates life, energy, and a youthful vibe that's absolutely magnetic. You don't need fancy tools or hours of styling time. A simple curling wand, some texturizing spray, or even braiding damp hair overnight can create beautiful, effortless waves. The key is keeping it soft and natural, never stiff or overly styled. And don't forget about hair care. Healthy, shiny hair always looks younger than dry, damaged hair. Invest in a good deep conditioning mask once a week. Use a heat protectant before styling. And consider a purple or silver shampoo if you're gray to keep your color bright and fresh. These little details make all the difference between hair that ages you and hair that makes you look absolutely radiant. So let's quickly recap what we've discovered today, beautiful. We talked about 7 hairstyles you should never wear after 60. Number 1 was extremely long hair past your shoulders that drags your face down. Number 2 was hair that's too short and too flat with no volume. Number 3 was overly teased, poofy hair that looks dated and harsh. Number 4 was wearing the exact same hairstyle you've had for decades without any updates. Number 5 was hair with no layers, no dimension, and no movement. Number 6 was heavy, straight-across bangs that make your face look harsh and severe. And number 7 was all one color with no highlights or depth. By simply avoiding these mistakes and choosing the beautiful alternatives we discussed, you're going to look fresher, feel more confident, and have a hairstyle that truly celebrates your beauty at every age. Now I want to hear from you, gorgeous. Which of these hairstyles surprised you the most? Were you wearing any of these without realizing they were aging you? Drop a comment below, and let's have a conversation. I read every single comment, and I absolutely love connecting with all of you beautiful women. And if you found this video helpful and want more beauty secrets, style tips, and confidence-boosting advice designed specifically for stunning women like you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a video. We're building an incredible community of women who refuse to let age define their beauty, and I would be honored to have you as part of our family. Until next time, remember, you are beautiful, you are valued, and you deserve to look and feel absolutely amazing at every single age. I'll see you in the next video.